So this gonna be a little short video. Um, this is something that was on my mind for the longest, and I always said that once I start making videos and stuff on YouTube, I said I'm gonna make a video and talk about it. Um, so it's okay to teach your children, your boys and your girls, to save themselves for marriage. They have so many young people catching all kind of STDs, and we are glorifying fornication and sleeping around and being whores and male whoremongers, and not many people are teaching their children to save themselves. So I say, when I have kids, when I was young, I was like, I'm going to teach my children, my girls and my boys. I said, I'm going to teach them. I didn't know how the Most High viewed being a virgin and virginity and being pure and undefiled. I didn't know that. I knew we wasn't supposed to be doing it before marriage, but I didn't know the significance of it. So I did it just because I was curious. I wanted to see how it felt. That's not the right reason to do it. But had I known better, I would have chose better. I would have waited for my husband. So I have my baby just made 9. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I had to talk to her about, adult activities. We're gonna put it like that. I'm trying to make this as PG as possible. But I'm always honest with my children. And I have a 9-year-old, I have a 6-year-old, and I have a 4-year-old. And I talk to my oldest daughter about it, because she's about to be becoming a young lady soon. She's at that age to where, her body about to start changing and stuff. Maybe soon, maybe, depending on however her body works. So she has to know these things. And I spoke to her about these things because my mom talked to me about this stuff. And I always said I was going to wait and hold myself to marriage, and I didn't. I just gave it away. And the crazy thing is, I didn't know the spiritual aspects of it. And when I did that, I felt like afterwards, I felt defiled. That's the best way that I could put it. I felt defiled. I could feel the change in me, but I didn't understand what was happening. I had no understanding. And I always said I wasted it because I wasted it on somebody who didn't care. That's why we're supposed to be married when we do adult activities. We're not supposed to be just throwing it around in any and everybody, So I try to push. I say I'm going to push that, especially when they start to become a teenager. I have a son. My son's still little. But when he start becoming a teenager, because they glorify the boys. They glorify it. They want them to go out there and get as many bodies as they can with these little girls. And they have too many diseases and too many demonic spirits that can be passed on doing adult activities. Never mind having babies early. So teach your kids. And they have so many STDs going around like crazy. And the crazy thing about it is people don't think it could be them. Excuse me. So I forgot what I was saying. She done distracted me, and I forgot where I was getting at. But I know I was talking about saving your virginity. and stuff, and how the Most High view that. This is how it is when you had kids. They interrupt, and now I can't remember where I left off again. Look. Yeah, so like I was saying, I think I'm absent-minded. I don't know what I was saying, but so like I was saying, I didn't know the spiritual aspects of being uh what's the best way I can say it? What's the word I was using? Being having adult activities without being married. Now my kids watch my videos, so that's why I'm trying to be as kid friendly as possible. Because my daughter, my 9-year-old, she definitely gonna most likely come and watch these videos. So I'm like, let me try to speak. Speak, in a kid friendly way. So all right. So I never understood how the Most High view virginity and not being with nobody else except for your husband or your wife. I knew we wasn't supposed to be doing it. Like my mama taught me those things, but I didn't know the spiritual aspects of it. And I remember I had a teacher. I forgot the teacher name, but she was my computer lab whatever teacher, and she mentioned something about the soul ties. Never heard of soul ties until she mentioned that. And even after she mentioned that, I still didn't know what it was talking about. And I didn't know what a soul tie was. And so, like, as I got older and I'm married with kids, then I found out what a soul tie was. I still kind of understand it, but I'm still learning about like the spiritual world and the spiritual laws and the spiritual aspects of things. So we need to teach our children everything. As we learning, we need to teach these kids not to sleep around. I wasn't out there bad like some people. I did have a little dignity about myself to where I just wasn't just loose out there like a lot of people do. Like they body count be so high and you be like, why? What's the point? But like I was not out there like that. But I still was, doing that sin at the time. And had I known better, I would have did better. So we definitely need to teach our girls and our boys. Our girls is no there should be no horrors of the daughters of Zion. And they shouldn't have no whoremongers either. Like, and people say, doing the adult activities is marriage. That is not marriage, baby. That's fornication. That's not marriage. And these people that have the multiple wives, they think they could go and have concubines and just be the men. They could go and cheat. And well, we could have multiple wives. Do you want to play around with your soul for a little bit of, what? Like, I wouldn't even test that theory. I wouldn't even want to test the theory and say that I could just go and just have concubines and just be throwing that everywhere and testing that theory. Then next thing you know, you end up in hell because you thought we could do that. And I wouldn't even test it. I wouldn't even want to do multiple wives, even though it is in the law. But I wouldn't even test it because I remember reading that Yahusha was saying that we have I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it's in Matthew, but he was talking about uh about like one woman, one man. I'm gonna have to look that up. Hold on. So I found it. Now this is Matthew 5:27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, you shall not break wedlock. But I say unto you, that whosoever looks on a woman to lust after her has broken wedlock with her already in his heart. So Hold on. So I'm gonna just keep reading. And if your right eye offend you, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is profitable for you that one of your members shall perish, and not that your whole body should be cast into Gehenna. I think that's Sheol, hell. And if your right hand offend you, cut it off and cast it from you. It is profitable that for you that one of your members should perish, and not that your whole body shall be cast into Gehenna. It has been said, whosoever shall put away his woman, let him give her a writing of divorcement. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his woman, saving for the cause of fornication, causes her to break wedlock, and whosoever shall marry her that is divorced breaks wedlock. So at this point, I wouldn't even play with my soul like that, to be having multiple wives and to be out here fornicating and committing adultery and stuff. And people try to say that because the law said we can have multiple wives and stuff, I wouldn't even test it at this point. I would not test that theory. And they have too many diseases out here that people catching. And just because you think that it's lawful, don't mean them diseases won't catch up with your behind. Like, we have to be careful when we are being a light to just our children. Like, they are watching everything. My children don't see me out here with different men. I'm with my husband, and only the Most High knows. The Most High knows that if me and my husband break up, I'm not going with nobody else. I'm done. I am done with men. I'm gonna be how Cat Williams say, I'm gonna be in the corner with my pit bull puppy. I'm gonna be having me a pit bull puppy, and I'm good. I'm good on that. Because for one thing, I don't want my children seeing me with all these different men in and out the house. I don't want my children to grow up thinking that that's okay. They gonna see me with this one man, and if the Most High decide to snatch his soul up out his body right quick, and he dead, and I'm still alive, then I might still be by myself, because I don't trust these men around my children. They have too many men that's perverted. I'm be probably by myself unless the Most High send me somebody. But I'm not even thinking along those lines. I just want my children to know that it is okay. Like, I'm going to stress that. Do not be going around like out here whoring yourself out. Like, the Most High made us precious. We are His precious daughters. So He want us to have somebody. He want us to have a husband. That's what He made us for. He made us to be wives. He made us to be a helpmate to our husbands. He made us to be mothers. If he blessed us with kids, He made us to be mothers to them. Great mothers. We are to teach our children about the Most High and His laws and statutes and commandments, the things that He expects from us, the things that He want us to do. So teach your children. Like, it's hard even being around family that's not, like, they don't have the same values. They not teaching their children the right thing. It's hard being around that, and the Most High even having me separating myself from people. Like, I am really, like, the past year or two, the Most High just was like, in my spirit, just separate yourself. They not trying to do the right thing. I was trying to be a light to people, and saying, and talking little bits and pieces about it, but they on the wrong path, and I'm not gonna keep telling you the right thing to do. It's over at this point. So, but teach your children, teach your daughters, teach your sons, like, teach your sons to hold on to their virginity, like, to be like Joseph. Joseph will run before he let Potiphar's wife. What is it? Potiphar's wife? Yeah, I think. Well, whoever that was wife, I think it's Potiphar. I don't know, But before he let that lady defile him, and she was evil, wicked lady, gonna lie on him. I was mad reading that. I was mad reading that. Like I be mad reading the scripture sometimes because they be trying to mess over our ancestors, our family members and stuff. I be like, she wrong for that. But on another note, just teach your children, like teach them the right way that they should go, so they won't depart from it.